All right, we've arrived at Newfound Gap parking lot, and we're gonna start heading up to Charlie's Bunion. 4 miles there, 4 miles back, for hopefully some epic views. And there's Eric in the background there. Ready to go? Okay, so we're heading on the Appalachian Trail. We only have 1,972 miles till Katahdin. So we're gonna head there right now. Just kidding. There's the first blaze we see on the AT. All right, so far most of the trail is climb up these rocks, which are really a really cool part of the trail. Just gotta watch your step. Just pay attention. Maybe not film like I am, but beautiful trail. Birds out here chirping. Pretty cool out, and really enjoying it so far. All right, this is our, I think we're about 3/4 of a mile away in. This is our first view up here on Charlie's Bunion Trail. It's been a really nice trail so far. Just a lot of day hikers on it. Everybody's been real friendly, real nice. All right, so we're about 1¼ miles in, and it's been a really nice trail so far. This is what it looks like. It is rocky. There is water on the rock, so it's a nice trail. It's just take your time when you got to kind of look at the rock where you're going to put your footing and stuff. Wear some good shoes, use trekking poles, and you'll be fine. But it's important to take your time on this. You don't want to slip on a rock and, you know, hurt yourself if you get off the trail. But it's just beautiful back here. Come early in the morning, you're not getting beat down by sun and the heat, and you'll have an awesome time. But it's a beautiful trail. Okay, so here's the next part of the trail, which I don't know where you step up, but that's the actual trail, which is nice. Like I said, you just gotta pay attention, be careful. Eric's climbing it right now, doing it.
Slippery, but it's
slippery?
better.
Yeah, he says slippery, but definitely better. So. Okay, I'm gonna try it and make sure I don't wipe out. Wow. There's a little, you just gotta watch your footing. Use your poles. I'm lucky I got big feet, so I cover a lot of area. That wasn't too bad. It could get a little hairy for some people, I don't know. All right. Continuing on, reach the shelter here soon. We're gonna probably take a little break, eat a little snack, fill up on some water. I read there's a spring up there, so we'll check that out. All right, you get to a part of the trail where it splits off to the right, or you go straight. You definitely want to go straight. Basically, that right is just a small overlook. Really, it's a stealth camping site. So you're going to continue following the blazes up on the trail towards the shelter. So to the right is not Charlie's Bunion, which I just see people going up there, looking at that overlook and going back. So Uh, So right now this trail's pretty level. See nice trees everywhere. It's really, really nice, but we're not walking on rocks right now. As you can see, kind of terrain we're walking on, this flat, packed dirt. It's been really nice through here. Seen people of all ages, all sizes walking through here, so key is just take your time. Good shoes. There's a white blaze. You're on the AT, for anyone that really cares about that. It's a pretty cool thing. Appalachian Trail is rich in history, so if you don't know much about it, look it up. All right, so what are you doing there?
About a half a gallon sweat out of it.
Yeah? Stinking?
Yeah, fortunately it's out. It smells bad.
No, our hotel room smells, it smells awful. It smells like wet gear, which it was the other day, so it's pretty nasty. We're gonna continue on the AT. Newfound Gap's 1.7 miles back, and as you can see, the Icewater Spring Shelter is 1.3 miles, so we're gonna head back down here, back on the Appalachian Trail. Having a really nice hike. Been a lot of fun today. Much better than Monday we were over at Cades Cove, which was a disaster. Those trails, they look like they've been walked on since probably the 70s. They were just overgrown. It was crazy, and humidity was just unbearable. So we're sweating really bad. Then we got rained on, which actually was nice in relief, but clothes got all wet and we were a mess. This makes up for it though. All right, so we just passed the Boulevard Trail junction, and we're heading 0.2 miles to Ice Spring Shelter, and right after that, about a mile, is Charlie's Bunion. So we're gonna take a break at the shelter. We're gonna fill up on some water. There's a spring there, and just realized to have a break. Okay, we just got at Icewater Spring Shelter, right off Charlie's Bunion Trail. There is a water source here, but you do need a filter. So okay, so this is inside a AT shelter. Not too bad. Nice fire pit, benches you can sit, relax. So, and here's the Icewater Spring Shelter logbook, which we're going to take out and check out, see if we recognize any names.
Buffalo.
It'll be good if you can get some ranch dressing. Just a little dribble. Oh. All right, so here's the Icewater Spring Shelter logbook. We're going to check out, see if we recognize any names in there. So let's see who all visited. All right, we just got done with the Icewater Springs shelter. Had a little break there, and we were walking down on the trail to Charlie's Bunion. Basically, it's this creek bed, kind of hard to see. Just gotta watch your footing here. you don't slip. Pretty trail. Let me just make our way back down here. So I almost just wiped out. Okay, so from Newfound Gap to Charlie's Bunion, it is 4.1 miles. And for the first 3 miles, you ascend 500 feet each mile. And once you get that shelter, you basically descend 500 feet and you reach Charlie's Bunion. So getting here is a little more of a challenge because it's uphill. But going back, you have to basically ascend 500 feet up Charlie's Bunion, and then basically it's basically mainly descending down back to Newfound Gap. There are a few steep inclines, but nothing too bad. Another little tricky part of the trail. That's what I said, you gotta watch your footing. Alright, so this last mile we just did from the shelter, it's pretty tough. You basically descend down 500 feet, like I said, and it's over a lot of rocks. And you start getting some good views. You go down, but it's gonna be fun going back up that. But here we are, signed for Charlie's Bunion. Closely control your children. I did not bring any on this trip, just Eric. But that's what we're looking at right now. That's awesome. Let's go back on the trail here. See what we see. No wildlife yet on this trail, which surprised me. Thought we'd see a little something, but it's pretty. Just another view. We'll pop that up. So we're up here a little higher. We're not at the spot yet, but that scene's just too beautiful not to film. All right, we're heading there. Pretty cool looking colors, rocks. All right, so we made it to Charlie's Bunion. Took us a little while, but we just enjoyed time in the shelter, just relaxing, taking all these views in. My head's about ready to pop off if I keep going any further. All right, here we are. We finally made it to Charlie's Bunion. Incredible. Eric's gonna do a 360 view for us. Be pretty cool. All right, so we're done with Charlie's Bunion. Took our photos, climbed up there. It's pretty cool. Amazing views. Seen the video. Now we start back that last mile we just came from. We're heading back to the Newfound Gap. This next mile is going to be elevated. It's going to go 500 feet in elevation. So it's pretty tricky, little rocks and stuff. But once we're done that, we're home free. Alright, we're back up by Icewater Shelter with the water source. We're going to fill our water bottles up. We just finished that mile back uphill, which was 500 feet. It was pretty tough, but we managed it pretty well. So just back up to Boulevard Trail Junction, and then it's downhill to Newfound Gap. All right, we just stopped at the shelter for a few minutes. It's pretty full of people backpacking there overnight, hanging their bags up. Hey.
Howdy.
Where you all from?
Originally from Austin, Texas, but I live here now.
Nice.
Yeah, right in Spearville.
Cool. That's ripe. Hot day. It smells awful. Yep. All right, Hawkins. All right, so we just left the shelter, stopped in that nice privy. It smells great in there, and these are pretty cool routes. This trail is just awesome. This goes down the Icewater Shelter. I think it's raining. Yeah, it's raining, so okay. So we're gonna go back to Newfound Gap. Just wanted to show you that. It's really cool. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the trail. You like it, Eric? Eric says neat too. The funny thing is, going down to Charlie's Bunion, that last mile was tougher going down, descending down to 500 feet. You just gotta look for where to place your feet for the rocks and stuff. And it was much easier going up, which is a surprise to me. I thought we were gonna struggle with it and just have to, you know, take a little longer, but we didn't. We kind of crushed it. Got through there pretty quick. So as soon as you got to Charlie's Bunion, also you just smelled pines, and it smelled just incredible. So here's a sign up here for Boulevard Junction. Excuse me, Boulevard Trail Junction. There's a AT sign. Charles Bunion. We are going back Newfound Gap, 2.7 miles. That way it takes you jump off trail, Mount LeConte. So that's 5.3 to LeConte. So we're going this way. You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. All right, we decided to take a little load off and take a little break, a little water break. Like I said, that shelter was like really occupied, fully occupied. There was an REI tour in there, and they we're gonna sleep there for the night, so we kind of hightailed it out of there. We thought we'll make our own rest spot, and pretty good. We got a nice log here, and he brought the chair. The tripod chair, which I think does not feel good when you sit on it. Kind of hurts the I don't know what you call them on film. Anyways, we're gonna take a break here. Okay, so we are almost done with the trail. Going down, still a little challenging. It's been raining, so the rocks are a little slippery, so we're just kind of taking our time. We're almost at the parking lot. We hear cars down there on 441, so gonna get back on the trail. All right, so we just finished the hike. A soggy ending. Started raining up there at Boulevard Trail, and it just didn't stop. But it was good. 8.2 mile hike. We're both pretty tired. Feet are sore being on the rocks. I think it's easier climbing those rocks than coming down. I'd rather do that any day of the week, but it was an awesome hike, great views. If you do this hike, you better come prepared. Have water, trekking poles, snacks. We saw many people on the trail kind of regretting they didn't do that. So, but anyways, awesome place, awesome hike.